Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Columbia, Maryland, in the Dragon's Lair, as the Howard Community College Dragons, number 5 nationally ranked, will take on the Herkimer Generals here on the turf field of the campus of Howard Community College. Mark Winkle bringing you the action today, as this is a long-standing rival between the two teams, and certainly a good one to behold. Herkimer comes in with a 2-2 record, Howard with a 2-1 record, and we are underway. Eric Harrell getting the first face-off for the Dragons. And it will be the Dragons who get it as Bryce Ferguson scoops up the ground ball, and Howard will get the first possession. Liam McGarvin, his counterpart in the face-off circle. In goal for the Generals, number 28, Gerard Brandt, a sophomore out of Polk Corborn. And a turnover for the That one is picked off by Cody Ellis. And he'll turn it over again, as it's going to be Jack Slack who picks up the ground ball, and Howard will get back into their offensive form. Dragons set up now in the stick of Cole Stansberg on the near side. Slides over the middle. Callum Brennan shot by Dalpy, and that one's going to be saved by Brandt. Howard picks up the ground ball, and look at that. Nate Boone already feeds Zane Dalpy, and the Dragons get ahead 1-0. Dragons lead 1-0, just 1:10 into this game, as it will be Harrell and McGarvin once again. And it's going to be a face-off violation against McGarvin as he jumped early, and Harrell goes 2 for 2 to start the game. Dragons go with a second midfield of JT Herridge, Tyler May, and Gianni Karam. Karam staring down the face of Dimitri Rose. Will curl around, finds Callum Brennan going through the middle, and saved by Brandt. This time the Generals will get the ground ball as they look to get into the Howard zone for the first time this game, and they will not do that as it's turned over. Bryce Ferguson picks it up for Howard. And the Dragons will get another shot at it. Howard keeps the same midfield in. Starting defenders for the Generals, number 20, Mark Freyer, number 22, Doug Palace, and number 11, Cameron King-Gorman. May has it stripped out of his hands by Ryan Merrick, and it's going to be picked up by King-Gorman. He tries to pass it up. Howard again with the tight clearance defense, and again, Herkimer not able to clear it into the Howard zone. This is Boone being looked after by Freyer. Inside to Dalpy. Dalpy's shot, goal! Dalpy right on the edge of the crease, goes high and just dunks it right over Brandt. And the Dragons lead 2-0. Harrell and McGarvin once again, and it is going to be Jack Slack of the Dragons to pick it up. Check from behind, a couple of good checks by Cody Ellis. Ball is still loose. And it is going to be Bryce Ferguson, another ground ball for Ferguson. The sophomore long ball go in, his shot checked as he was trying to go through with the follow through. And it's going to be high. Dragons with the backup will keep possession. This is Alex Hudgens will run towards the near side. Pass towards the middle. Nate Boone uncovered in the middle. Great pass by Hudgens. Great vision to see Boone curl from behind the net. And Howard is ahead 3-0. We've seen the Dragons play in 3 games this year. In all 3 games, they have trailed early on. 2 of them they were able to come back. And finally, we see the Howard being able to get an early lead for the first time this season. It's going to be Luke Odgers going up against McGovern this time. And McGarvin comes away with the win. Herkimer with their first offensive possession, but McGarvin tried to pass it over to Benton and just throws it into the dirt. Howard will get possession. Odgers able to complete the clearance. May tries to pass it forward, but it's going to be picked off by King Gorman. Good pass up as it goes to the long pole of Ryan Merrick. His pass a little short, but is able to be scooped up by John Goebel. And it looks like Herkimer will get into their offensive set for the first time in this game. This is Jesse Goebel. Slides it across. Double team is picked up as Kyler Johnson just runs in trouble, but Johnson able to fight through it. What an individual effort by him. And he scores his first of the game. For Johnson, that is his 17th goal of the season. He is the leading goal scorer for the Generals, and certainly can see why after that play. It'll be Harrell back in the center circle, going up against McGovern, and this time it's Harrell who jumps early. And Herkimer with another chance. McGarvin will run it into the near side corner. Pass gets away a little bit, but it is Goebel with the backup. This is John Goebel. Inside, trying to find Johnson, and it's going to be on the ground. Pavlik picks up the ball, and he's off to the races. John Pavlik using that long frame, runs forward, shot, goes just wide. Howard will keep possession. We've seen that time and again for Howard. Pavlik loves to take those shots when he gets forward. And why not with that 6'5" frame? Has a lot of whip that he can put around to the shot. Slack making a run. Goes behind the goal as Boone has to reach up for it. And that's going to be picked off as Brandt snags that one out of the air. Cleared up as Jesse Goebel will have a run to the near side. Passes it on to Chase Benton. Inside. Scooped up to Benton. Guarded closely by Mason Bowler. Benton trying to back in Bowler. And a flag is down. It will likely be a holding call against the Dragons' long pole. Kennedy Opie tried to back his way in, and it looks like he may have stepped in the crease, but it will be Mason Bowler called for the holding foul. A 30-second penalty, and Herkimer gets the first extra man-up opportunity of the game. Opie under a lot of pressure, just trying to get rid of the ball. He finally does, but it's going to go across the midway, and that will be a turnover. Boone able to pick the ball up. Referee blows his whistle. And the referee calls an inadvertent whistle, which takes away a bit of the momentum for the Dragons. So the Dragons able to make their substitutions thanks to the inadvertent whistle. So in the end, it probably worked out. Hudgens will fend off the Herkimer double team and able to get around it now as the penalty is cleared. Hudgens gives up to Boone. Boone shot, and that's in the goal. Nate Boone able to find the back of the net, give Hudgens the assist, and the Dragons extend the lead back up to 4-1. Mentioned before, the Generals come in with a 2-1 record. They lost to Onondaga 22-7 to start the year, but then back-to-back resounding victories, defeating Finger Lakes 22-8, followed by Delaware Tech 22-10 just 2 days ago. An eventful weekend for these Generals, and just 1 day to rest between those the back-to-back games. So, wonder if fatigue will set in for the Generals. 3 games in 4 days. That's quite arduous. I'll be able to snag that one away as he jumps in front of Merrick. So even though the Generals won the face-off, Howard will get possession. Stansbury gives up to Boone at the X. Back to Stansbury. He's got some room to run in front. Dalpy flashes in front of the net, but Brennan decides not to give it up. Stansbury able to get inside. Shot by Stansbury. Saved by Brandt. And Stansbury looks like he stepped inside the crease on the follow-through. Herkimer, long pass forward right away. And ball is still loose. Picked up by Pavlik. Slack. Quick pass over to Brennan. Shot. Saved by Brandt. Howard gets the rebound, as it is in the hands of Callum Brennan. Gerard Brandt comes in, having played in all 3 games, starting 2 of them. He is the goalkeeper of record in all 3 of those games with a 2-1 record, a 54.7% save percentage, and a 15.1 goals allowed average. Parrish tries a long pass across, cannot connect with Slack, and Howard with the unforced turnover. For the Dragons, it is once again Charlie Wendell in goal. Wendell has played in all 3 games, has a 1-0 record, as he's only actually been the goalkeeper record since he hasn't started any of those 3 games. But here he is getting his first start of the year. Comes in with a 14.22 goals allowed average and a 40% save percentage, and that number's going to go up as Wendell makes the save there. Good outlet pass, and it will be Slack who completes the clear for Howard. Dalpy under a lot of pressure, but a good job by Karam to come in and help his teammate out. Howard will keep possession. Herrick. That shot is going to be saved. Ball bouncing around the middle of the offensive zone. Still bouncing around, no possession still. Still no possession. Man, this is quite a long rugby scrum we got going. And after Nate Boone picks up the ground ball, Howard able to pull a timeout, and a late flag on the play. A flag after the play, or excuse me, after the timeout is called. And it looks like JT Harrich was the Dragon in the area, And I believe this might go against him. Timeout, Howard.
I got dead ball fouls, green 21, unnecessary, white 41, unnecessary. Green was the last to have it, white will maintain possession. Reset 60.
How much
This will be 1 minute full-time penalties.
Penalty on Herkimer, number 21, Mark Freyer. 1 minute, unnecessary roughness. Penalty on the Dragons, number 41, JT Harris. 1 minute, unnecessary roughness. So penalties on both sides as Freyer and Harich each with unnecessary roughness penalties. So we are playing 5-on-5 hockey, 5-on-5 lacrosse for a minute. Brennan trying to utilize the extra space afforded by the less players on the field right now as his dodge forced to go outside. Karam looking to turn the corner and is shut down there. Long shot is deflected away. Howard with the backup. Boone tries to pass it in. Ball is loose. And Karam, oh no, he didn't pick it up. Looks like he had it for a second. It's going to instead go into the hands of Doug Powless of the Generals. Just 10 seconds left in the matching penalties. And Kyler Johnson's able to scoop it up for the Generals, and he will slow it down. This is Kennedy Opie taking on John Pavlik. It's just a one-on-one battle right now. Opie trying to get around, but Pavlik knocks the ball loose. Ball is going towards the sideline. It is going to go off of Pavlik, and it will stay Herkimer possession. Goebel taking on May, able to get around him, picks up the double team. Back in the middle, Johnson, his shot will go wide. And Howard able to get the backup. Charlie Wendell rushes behind the goal and earns the Dragons possession after that play. Long pass forward, Hudgens begging for the ball, running across the middle. Pavlik instead will go for the short pass to May. Dakota Parker. And it's going to be offsides on the Dragons. Not sure who went across. It might have been Stansbury on the near side that just trickled over the line. Herkimer again trying the long pass. This time it does get connected on the bounce pass to Johnson. Quick inside and goal. Kennedy Johnson, a great pass to Chase Benton. Benton will finish from close range. That is his 7th goal of the season. And Herkimer able to eat into the Dragon lead. Harrell versus McGarvin once again. Harrell wins it away. McGarvin came into the game winning 33 of 55 faceoffs, so certainly an excellent rate for the Herkimer faceoff man, but right now it is Harrell who has gotten the better of him. Hudgens inside, bounce shot between the wickets, finds the 5-hole, and the Dragons back up to a 3-goal lead. The bar go to the zone and Webb face, but it's Harrell shot. Save. Leave Harrell ran on the follow through, and a clear ball for her. Certainly turn the off. Be chase like once again, gives up behind to Johnson. And on in bad by Wendell. Some slow, low, Wendell. Able to catch Bay. Odell Beckham Jr. one hand grab. To the low spot as the worm burner goes wide of net for deep possession. Inside, that's going to be knocked away by Brand, but Dalby able to pick up the ground ball. Working around Boone as a screener. Dalby would pass across. My goodness, what a pass by Zane Dalby to find Callum Brennan on the far side. And Brennan finishes from close range. Dragons back up ahead, this time 6-2. 49 seconds left in the first quarter. It is a windy day here in Columbia, in case you can see from wherever you're watching. Strong gusts certainly having an effect on us here in the press box as McGarvin does a good job of scooping that back, but then given away as Merrick was trying to connect on the pass and just missed the mark. Howard with 30 seconds left and one last shot to extend their lead. Hudgens, 20 seconds left. Hudgens taking on Goebel. Inside shot. Goal! Alex Hudgens just says, get out of the way, guys. I got this myself. And he's able to make it a 7-2 Howard lead with 11 seconds left in the first quarter. So after a tough loss to Onondaga over the weekend, Dragons looking like they're having a great bounce back effort. Harrell wins that one away from Carvin Cleeley. May trying to push it inside, picked off, and the long pass across. Ball bouncing around, and it will be the end of the quarter. Howard does so in dominating fashion. They lead 7-2 after 15 minutes of play. Second quarter underway as Eric Carell picks up where he left off and wins that faceoff away. McGarvin, a diving effort to try to push Harrell out, but he's able to stay in possession and in bounds. Brennan finds Hudgens at the top. Howard will attempt to just get a nice, thorough possession. Slack. Finds Hudgens, who faked a shot, now is able to dodge inside, will try a jump shot, and that will bounce wide of the net. Stansbury dodges in, decides to pull it out. Now Dalpy will try his low shot, and that is saved away. Not caught cleanly by Brennan, though, as Brennan able to pick up the rebound. Howard does get a fresh 60. Slack. Start things up from top again. Howard just working it around the perimeter. Now it's going to be Hudgens. Passes across, trying to find Boone, but that pass just a little bit wide. And Herkimer gets possession. General is averaging 17 goals per game coming in today. Just 2 in the first quarter. Ty Scott able to just take the ball away from Chase Benton. Great defense from the freshman defender. Ferguson passed it behind Parker, but a good job by Parker to scoop it up anyway. He'll try a bounce shot, saved by Brandon. That one he pulls away. Brandt goes for the long pass up. Picked up by Goebel. Back and forth Lacrosse. Johnson will fight inside. Shot saved by Wendell. Tried to go for the top left corner, and Wendell read it all the way. Ground ball was taken by Benton off of the rebound, as Herkimer will keep possession. Good screen, but now illegal screen is being called by Jesse Goebel. Howard going the other way. Boone buying time for his attacking middies to join him, and does so. Now Boone under close defensive pressure. Karam will try a long shot, bounces it, and that one will go wide. Howard keeps possession. May tries to force it inside to Dalpy, and that one will go wide, but Howard again able to pick up the rebound. Inside, and that time it's taken away as Brennan just got a little too greedy trying to go through too many green bodies. Johnson able to pick it up, and now he's going to make a run on Nick Pinto. Tries to run through May. Oh my goodness. Ends up going down. Kyler Johnson showing off the strength there, but the Dragons going the other way. Shot is saved. Still fast break Lacrosse going back and forth, as this time it's going to be Goebel. And he will decide to pull it out. Opie. Now he's just going to look to back down his man. Opie picks up a double team, picks up a triple team. Ball is down. What a play by Goebel to scoop it up and shoot it, but it goes wide. Kyler Johnson from behind the net, taking on Pinto. His pass across, picked up by Benton. Not sure if that was a pass or a shot. Either way, Herkimer in possession. Benton looking for Johnson, and Johnson he finds. Kyler Johnson going right through the middle. Able to just tap in the pass from Benton. And Herkimer gets a goal back. For Johnson, his second goal of the game. Benton picks up his first assist. Be Harrell versus McGarvin again. And McGarvin able to scoop it away from Harrell this time. Pushes it forward to Opie. His shot goes just to the right of the net as Pavlik was able to get his stick in the way to at least make things awkward for Opie. Another shot going wide. Again, it's Opie. We are back with you live on HowardCCDragons.com as our technical issue has been resolved, and it is 8-3 in favor of Herkimer right now as the ball goes flying, almost hitting us here in the booth. behind the net is Nate Boone. Boone tries to get around his checked as he's shooting, and the ball will go into the stick of Brand. Slack able to force the ball back into Howard. Boone goes tumbling down. Herkimer will go for the long pass across. Pavlik jumps in front of it, and Pavlik touched the ball while he's out of bounds, so it's going to be Herkimer possession. Shot by Jesse Goebel goes wide. This is Benton. Finds Opie. Opie trips as he trips. Oh my goodness, he just put it in no look. Shot from behind his back. Down the bottom right corner. I don't think he ever was so able to find that corner. What a shot. And goal by Kennedy Opie. He scores his first goal of the game. His 14th of the season. Burrell wins that away. Quick pass across. Low shot saved. Brennan had that one right all the way by Brandt. As he able to go low and take it. Quick shot by Johnson. That was going to go wide. Ben jumps in, jumps across the crease, and is able to put it high into the net. And Herkimer all of a sudden is on quite a run. The Generals have now scored 3 of the last 4 goals and trail just 8-5. Just over 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Burrell up against McCarm once again. And nice job by Goebel to come and just snag that one out from the wing. Herkimer has numbers right now as Parker late to get into the defensive box. But Pavlik takes it. Loses control for a second. Unable to scoop up that time, but third time the charm, he's able to pick that up and get it forward for Howard. Karam from the far side, able to dodge his way into the middle, taking on Dylan Breed. May in the middle, running his shot off inside the post and in. Great pass by Tyler May, finding the cutting Callum Brennan. And for Brennan, it will be his second goal of the game. He's up to 11 on the season, second leading goal scorer on the team behind Zane Dalby. goal for the Dragons as they have stifled this general momentum. So Zane Dalby picks up his hat trick. Excuse me, his fourth goal of the game. A team leading 20th goal of the season for Dalby. He scored 54 last year, well on his way to even pass that mark. Boone tried the jump shot from the middle of the zone, and that one will go high. Dalby from behind, pass it across, looking for Boone, and can't connect on the pass. Gorman able to spin his way out of it, and good pass forward to Jesse Goebel. Find Palace. Stick goes up into the face, no ball. As that will slow things down for Herkimer. Opie taking a lot of checks from Pavlik and ends up just throwing the ball away in the end. Good work by Jacob Parker, able to tiptoe the sideline and stay in bounds. And the flag is down, and this will surely be against Herkimer. Howard now gets a free play out of it. And another flag is down. So we will certainly see some green shirts coming our way. In fact, this might be two offside points. I think one player for Herkimer was offside, and they brought in a substitution and another player. That would be a second offside. Let's see. Well, actually, the referee's discussing it now. Penalty on Herkimer, number 2, Josiah Green, offsides, 30-second penalty. Penalty on Herkimer, number 10, Zachary Hyman, offsides, 30-second penalty. So double offsides is the call, so the Dragons with 30 seconds of 2 men up. Stansbury has a knocked down, picks up. Just 12 seconds left. Inside, Boone, goal! Zane Dalby slides it over to a wide open Nate Boone. And Boone won't miss from there. Howard back up 11-5. We'd seen Herkimer cut it to a 3-goal lead for Howard, and looking like they're going to crawl their way back in, but 3 straight goals for Howard has certainly dampened the mood for the visitors. Garvin comes early. That'll be his second face-off violation of the half. the near side. Down shot just goes wide. Dalby in the backside picks it up, slides it over to Nate Boone in the middle. And what quick reflexes by Nate Boone. Excuse me, by Zane Dalby to set up Boone. .17 left in the second quarter. Harrell scoops that one away from McGarvin and wins another one. Slack, long pass. Boone picks it up. And Howard gets a timeout. I guess Coach Bouch was calling before the pass across had deflected away. Timeout. After the timeout, we've got 54 seconds left in the second quarter. Howard holding on to a 12-5 lead. We will see what play the Dragons drop. Quick hitter as Dalby flashing across the goal, unable to grab the pass, but like just a easy give and go that almost worked. Boone tries to spin move into the crease, and in the crease he is indeed. As he will turn it over. Good save by Brant in the end. Lacrosse is powerless with the ball. Still going forward as he's trying to stroke off the Howard midfield. And with 20 seconds left, it will be a Herkimer timeout. Herkimer with the ball, 17 seconds left. Seeing if they can pull back one more goal here. Johnson dodges inside, picks up a double team. He'll try the bounce shot, and that is going to go wide. Wendell tried to run behind to get possession, but it is going to be Herkimer with the backup. Just 5 seconds left. Benton trying to run through his man. And time will run out on Herkimer as the Dragons will take a 12-5 lead into halftime. We'll be back after this halftime intermission. Second half underway in Columbia, Maryland. Howard leading Herkimer 12-5. And Eric Harrell wins another faceoff for the Dragons. Dragons are now 15-5 in the faceoff circle. 75% wins in faceoffs. Quick shot by Slack, but Laundry is on the field. And Brennan able to pick the ball up and continue this free play for the Dragons. Boone tries to spin his way in, but Goebel able to shut him down. Hudgens able to save the ball before it goes across the midline. And just 15 seconds left in the shot clock. Hudgens tries to pass across to Brennan. Bounces around. Dalpy will pick it up. Dalpy into the middle. Shot scores into the bottom right corner. So the interference call is waved off as the goal by Dalpy will negate it. And for Dalpy, his 5th goal of the game. Harrell versus McGarvin once again. And Harrell able to flip it forward. Harrell still going to the goal. Harrell shot goal! Eric Harrell gets on the score sheet. That is his 2nd goal of the year. And adds to his impressive day from the circle with a goal to his name. And he will just go right back and take the next face-off as well. Ball goes forward. Harrell trying to grab it. McGarvin puts a shoulder into Harrell. And May picks up the ground ball for Howard. Checked away as he tries to pass it up. And that ball will go off of Herkimer and will stay with the Dragons. Pavlik a little careless with the ball as he's checked away by Johnson, but scoops it up on the 2nd try and gets it across for Howard. May finds Harich. Karam with the long shot. Gonna go wide, and Boone able to get the backup and scoops up the ball from out of play to start things up once more for Howard. Dragons in their white shirts, black shorts, and their gold helmets, going from right to left in this 3rd quarter. Herkimer in their green uniforms, going from left to right. As we'll see Karam try another long shot. It looks like it got deflected by Boone in front of the goal. Stick goes flying away from Dalpy, but it is a turnover against the Dragons. And Herkimer will get the clearance. Goebel makes a run on May. Goebel gets inside, and what a play. Jesse Goebel just runs around the short stick midi of the Dragons and finishes in the bottom left corner. Goebel, his 1st goal of the game and his 4th of the season. Harrell wins the faceoff away. Slack starts to make his run forward. Dalpy looking for Stansberry across the field, and that pass just gets away from him. John Goebel under a lot of pressure from the Howard attackers, trying to get across, and is able to find Ryan Olson. Olson has it checked away, and it's going to be a pushing call against Hudgens. Goebel will scoop it up for Herkimer. Under pressure from Dragons' Colin O'Farrell, who has gotten on the field, I believe, for the first time this game, and it's going to be knocked away. Mason Bowler, a great defensive play, taking it away from Benton. As Howard also has a new goalkeeper in. It is Braden Cheney, who has gotten between the pipes. His first action is going to be a long pass down the field. And too many men in the defensive zone for Herkimer. They've got 7 in there, and Hudgens inside to Boone. Boone with the shot, and that's going to go wide. Karam. What a shot. Kalen Brennan, top left corner, pings it. Good job by Karam to find him across. And the Dragons extend the lead. Harrell wins the faceoff away from McGarvin. Harridge finds May. Inside to Dalpy. Dalpy scores. Good look from Tyler May to get it into Dalpy. And that is the 6th goal of the game for Zane Dalpy. So Dylan Breed will now go to the faceoff circle to and Breed is being told it's going to be a face-off violation. Not sure what the call was there from the referees, but Howard will get the possession nonetheless. That shot will go wide. Harich able to dodge inside. Tries to dump it off to Karam, but just a little bit too close on the pass for him to be able to receive it. Good job by Karam to recover it for Howard. Dalby across to Brennan. Brennan's going to load up, fires one that goes just left of the net. 15 on the shot clock for Howard. Karam, this time, that shot's going to be blocked away, and oh man, that looks like it hit Freyer right in the leg, and he is hobbling around after that one, but he's going to try to shake it off. Showing toughness is the defenseman for Herkimer. That looked like it hurt. Sounded like it hurt. As Goebel able to get it across for Herkimer. Freyer still looking worse for the wear on that one. Keep an eye on him. From behind the net, Benton. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Bowler's right in his face, picks up the double team. Good slide across to Johnson. His shot saved by Cheney. I was about to say Wendell, and then remember that Cheney is now between the pipes. And a good save for him. Going across to May, who will dump it off to Hudgens. Jesse Goebel slaps that one away. A careless pass from the Dragons, and Goebel takes advantage of it. Opie tries an underhanded shot. That one will go through the corner, and Herkimer with the backup as Josiah Green. Good hustle play to get there first. Green gives it up to Benton. Goebel will curl around to the top of the box. Opie trying to back his man in once again, using that strength that he has. It's been effective at times throughout this game. Hyman comes around the screen. Ferguson all over him. 5 seconds left in the shot clock. They try one across the middle. Shot by Goebel, that's going to go wide. Shot clock will run down, and Howard will get possession. Harich inside, Boone, shots, goal! Brandt went low early, and Boone able to fake him and shoot high instead, and puts it in. His 5th goal of the game. And he's up to 9 on the season. Hurrell wins it away from Breed. And a pass goes awry as Herkimer will take the ball from the near side corner. Freyer tries to pass it across the middle. Johnson able to pick it up after a few bounces. Tried to slide it to Opie, and that pass off the mark. And an unforced turnover for Herkimer will allow Howard to get possession back. Pavlik, long pass forward, hits Karam in stride. And he decides to pull it out rather than force it through the middle. Under 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Brennan inside to Dalpy. His shot finds the top right corner. Great pass by Callum Brennan. And Dalpy, his 7th goal of the game. Lucky number 7 for Zane Dalpy. Up to 23 on the year. Harrell flips it backwards and Slack uncovered. Able to pick it up. Slack gets around his man, still going forward. Boone inside to Dalpy, his shot is in. 8 for Dalpy. Herkimer calls a timeout. We'll be back after this short break. .407 left in the third quarter. Howard loses that one as Mark Frere able to come from the wing and pick up a ground ball, and oh, he's going to be limping off the field. He is clearly hurting. Inside, Johnson, what a dodge, shot, and goal. Cheney went low, Johnson went high, and he will get his hat trick. It will be Chase Benton to go up against Terrell. And now it's Benton who is called for the violation. I'm assuming that's an illegal procedure in that. So that's going to be the second face-off violation of the half for Herkimer. Dalby finds Stansbury. Slack to Boone behind the net. Hudgens will try a long shot from across his body and goes wide with it. Stansbury. Hudgens, another high shot. Then goes high. And Howard will just roll that to the corner as the shot clock violation will allow Herkimer to take possession in their near side corner. Brandt goes to King Gorman. Wynn picking up once more. And that ball will go out, but there is a flag against Howard, I believe, on the near side. So Dakota Parker is called for the offsides penalty, and Herkimer with the 32nd extra man up. Johnson slides it across. Herkimer trying to move the ball around. And the Dragons able to kill off that penalty. Hyman moving forward. That shot looking for the top right corner. Saved by Cheney. Johnson flips it into the middle. Nobody there. And Dragons with the fast break goal on the other side, as it will now be a 20-7 Howard lead. So Pavlik gets the goal. Slack gets the assist. And for Pavlik, the long pole, he loves taking those shots, and he finally gets his first goal. May gives it to Dalby. Was looking to pass it to Boone. Good pass across by King Gorman. Finds Ellis. And 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Herkimer, one last run forward. And I don't know if they realize it as the clock is running down, and that will be the end of the quarter. 45 minutes in the books. We'll have 15 minutes to play after this short break. Fourth quarter underway here in Columbia, Maryland, as Eric Harrell able to win that face-off away. Dalpy to Boone. Dragons moving the ball around the perimeter. Likely you'll see Howard working the shot clock a little bit more in this fourth quarter and trying to keep possession as much as they can. Slack inside, what a pass. Callum Brennan jumps up and snags that one, fires it in, and Howard now ahead 21-7. Brennan, his fourth goal of the game. Not substitution, game control goalie. So new goalkeeper for Herkimer. It'll be Colin Humberstone, who has gone between the pipes for Herkimer. He's played in 2 games this year. He's got an even goals allowed average with a 70% save percentage, and that shot will be rifled in. Gianni Karam had a good look at that one. So we'll see Dylan Breed go up against Eric Harrell this time. As Herkimer continues to rotate players that they are trying to get in there and utilize some fresh legs. Johnson able to pick that up right as the ball crosses the white line, and he'll go right to goal. Johnson with the shot, saved off of the helmet of Braden Cheney. Harrell still on the field, able to pass it across to May. Inside, Boone, quick shot, and that'll be in for a goal. Harrell wins that one away, and he's going to go straight towards goal again. Harrell tries for the shot. That one's going to go wide. Dragons were slated to be back in town on Sunday against Mercer County. That game was canceled. So now the Dragons will not be home for 2 weeks when they face Anne Arundel on March 28th. That long shot by Hudgens will shoot wide, and it will be Howard to keep possession. Howard's next 2 games will be on the road as they will go to Delaware Tech on March 22nd, followed by a trip to Hartford, as that one is put in by Cole Stansbury. A great pass by Boone to set him up. Hartford currently the number 2 team in the country, and those 2 rivals always provide some fireworks when they take the field. Harrell goes towards goal again. This time he's going to try a high shot, and that will go well over the crossbar. Howard, once again, working the ball around the perimeter. That Howard game at Hartford, not the official regional game, just an extra game added to the schedule. That game will not take place until April, when the official Region 20 game will take place. The Howard game against Anne Arundel will actually be their first official regional game. And a game that will help decide the regional seedings for the tournament. Low shot by Karam, saved by Humberstone. Long pass forward by King Gorman, hits the mark. Good pass as it is snagged down by Ryan Olson. Play a little 2-man game with Opie on the sideline. Good play by Olsen to get around Hudgens. Olsen will try a bounce shot, and that's going to be saved by Cheney.
Jonathan, why don't you go close? Cam! Cameron! Kinger! Kobe, stay!
This is Javon Glenn Anderson making a run against Abe Babatunde. And that one's taken away by Bryce Ferguson. Scoop pass up to Scott. Hudgens. And Hudgens fakes the pass, goes for the shot, finds the top left corner and scores. Hudgens picks up his hat trick in the game. Harrell going up against Doug Powless in the faceoff circle, and Powless is able to win it away. Both teams rotating in their players as we now see some new faces for the Dragons. Benton tries to pass it across, scooped up by Goebel. High shot, and that is going to be certainly drawing a flag. And we have a down player. Injury on the field. We will step away. We are back here in Columbia as we continue to have this game go. It's after the injury to the Herkimer player, and he was able to walk off on his own power, was John Goebel. So glad to see that he was able to do that. Herkimer now with possession. Ty Scott was given a 3-minute penalty for the hit, as that penalty will now be released. With 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter, Howard ahead 25-7. Both teams have rotated in a lot of their depth players, as we see Kevin Langley in there for the first time this season for Howard, number 31 with the long pole in the middle. Babatunde putting pressure on Breed. As Johnson will try to go for an underhanded shot. That one will go just wide with 6 seconds left on the shot clock. See if Herkimer tries to go for a quick one. Benton able to swing around. The wraparound shot is saved by Cheney, and it will go out of bounds for Howard possession. Long pass forward by Bowler. Babatunde, I think, lost it for a second and is able to pick it up. Howard turns the ball over. Not sure what the call was, but it is going to be Herkimer possession. As Bowler able to take that away. Long pass forward as this is Colin O'Farrell able to pass it forward. Finds Karam. This is Alonzo Hart Southworth getting his first run of the game. Stansbury, who has moved into attack as the entire Howard starting attack is taken to the bench. So we now see Herich, Stansbury, and Trent Hillis as the three attackers for Howard. Luke Tufts with the ball. And the Dragons look like they're just going to be content with letting the shot clock run down. Olsen trying to get the clear across. As Josiah Green will scoop it up and get it across for the clear. Johnson has it stripped away by Bryce Ferguson. Ferguson is off to the races. Able to slip his man, will cut it back to the middle. Herich dropped the ball in the pass, and it's going to be a turnover. Powless running across. Passes it up to Noah Barner. Switches the field to Olsen. Just over 2 minutes remaining as the final ticks in this game. Turnaround and shot by Johnson. That's going to be wide, and Howard will get possession. Long pass forward. Hart Southworth. And the ball will go out of the end line as Herkimer will get one more run with the ball up. Green goes towards goal. Tries to pass over to Johnson, and that will go wide. And with 55 seconds left, Howard should be able to hold it out for the final seconds. So the Dragons will improve to 3-1 on the year. Herkimer will fall to 2-3. In a game that was certainly close earlier, Herkimer had made it 8-5 and looked to be really putting in a good fight against the Dragons, and Howard really was able to lock it in after that. And with 26 seconds left, we'll have one final penalty for the referees to call. And it will be a slash.
Green, 44, slash, 1 minute, reset 60.
Check him hard, but you can't do that. Hard, short. You know, think about it. If you're fast enough, you can lift that on hand. You know what I mean? You got 26 seconds. We do? Sorry, I don't want to. You're a man down.
And that will do it for us as the final seconds have ticked down, and the Dragons will come away with a 25-7 win over the Herkimer Generals. That'll do it for us here in Columbia, as Dragons will next be home on March 28th against the Anne Arundel Riverhawks. We'll see you then.